the Hymer T704SL. You've just retired, you want to tour Europe. Is this the vehicle for you? My name's Pete, let's take you around this 2-berth, 4-belt beauty. It's very sleek, it's very slimline. The black and the whites really do stand out on it, and you've even got your daytime running lights as well. We do still have the transfers on this particular example because it has toured Europe, which is where this one's meant to be. It is the perfect couple's wagon, standing at just under 8 meters in length, just over 3 meters in height, depending if you've got that Wi-Fi dongle that I'll show you in a bit. Looks a little bit like R2-D2's landed on it. And just over 2.3 meters in width. This does require a Cat C1 license. This particular motorhome is at 4.5 ton, but there's a reason why. Built on the Fiat Ducato 2.3, this particular example does have the 150 brake horsepower on it. Full length awning, the light, and a big electric step just at the bottom there. So you're not going to fall out even if you've had 2 new knees. I really like the length of it. Now the reason why it's a T, Hymer do either T's or I's. I's will be the big A-class, T's will be these lovely low profiles. The garage is monstrous, absolutely huge. And again, there's a reason why this garage is monstrous. In this particular motorhome, you've got a 1,330 kilogram payload. That's going to take you to the Alps and back, that is. You can even tell that this one's gone abroad. It's got the snow chains. Whilst we're in the garage actually, the spare tyre is going to be useful kit. You have got the jacks as well that are weight specified, easy for me to say, just so that you've got everything that you need in here. When you are looking at something this price, personally, I think it needs a little bit more. I think it needs the bike rack on the back, even though it's got a lovely bum. I think it needs a reverse camera because I'm rubbish at going backwards. But then again, this particular model is only mid-60s to buy. You get a lot of motorhome for your money. Let's go inside. The interior is light and spacious and exactly what you'd expect from a Hymer. Do I think that it should be a bit lighter? We're on a very hot summer's day in England at the moment, which is very rare. I think the summer is going to last until about Friday and that's us done. So when you're around the Alps, yeah, this sort of style is absolutely fine. I love this little LED strip here. That gives it a nice bit of presence. But when you start turning things off, it all just goes that little bit darker. And I'm not sure if it needs a bit more light, especially around the lounge area, because there's nothing under here. You have got your 2 belts and you've got a massive table as well, but this is probably only going to be a couple's wagon because yes, you can carry more people. Why would you want to? This really will work. The kitchen area is very unique. You've got a good big space to work on there. Got a nice big hob with hot plates, oven as well. You've even got little features like this. So if you want to put your fancy wine glasses and show off and go ooh la la around the Alps, you can put them there and they just drop down on you. But do make sure that you clip it back up because otherwise on a nasty roundabout the wine is going to come flying. You don't want that, especially with these carpets, even though they do need a bit of a clean. It's a nice piece. It needs a little bit of extras, but it's also got a little bit of extras too. Let me show you a couple more. Europe tends to be hot. And the reason why it's hot is because it's Europe. And that's why you've got your habitation air conditioning in here. Very key feature of this particular motorhome. Good shower size, actually. I like the shower size. And when you look in this cupboard here, you've even got your Wi-Fi booster as well. It does have a satellite dish, so if your Wi-Fi booster isn't boosting Wi-Fi, or whatever it does, you can use the satellite dish as well. So it is well spec'd. It has got a lot to it in that regards. I do think that there should be a little bit more into this motorhome. The payload's incredible, but you do need your Cat C1 licence. The fact that it's twin singles that can be made into that massive king, wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Lighting, as you look at these twin singles here, just you've got some dark corners and they're just not quite where I want it to be. Personally, I'd be putting more lighting in here. 3 lights at the back. 3. That's it. The bathrooms are good, functional size. You've even got little hooks, and it all works very nicely, looks very well, and as you'd expect from a Hymer, the build quality is exceptional, absolutely exceptional. So let's get on to my 3 good bits and 3 bad. 3 bits that I would change about this Hymer. First bit, when you start turning lights off, it will get a bit dark. Number 2, the table is massive. That could be a good bit, but personally I'm not the biggest but I'm not the smallest either, and it's a bit of a Tetris game getting through there. Yes, you've got your seat here, but then you have to pull, and it all just gets a bit and still is there enough room? Yeah, I think the table might be a bit too big. Personally, even though they've upgraded the stereo, I would want something that's got a satellite navigation system and everything in it. I can't see where I'm going when I'm going backwards. I'd have a reverse camera, especially when you're spending this sort of money. You have got your hill descents and things like that. This particular one is on automatic and it's got cruise control as well. So that side is spec'd up quite nicely. You've got your cab blinds as well. That's spec'd up quite nicely. What if something appears behind you? It's a big old beast. It's 7.8 metres long, it's 3.1 metres high, it's 2.4 metres wide. We know that because they put that there. 3 bits that I love about this Hymer T704SL. Storage. That payload gives you a huge amount of storage. The garage is massive and you can just put things wherever you want to put them. It's brilliant. 3 things that I love about this Hymer T704SL. Number 2, this particular one has got all the gadgets with the hab, and the Wi-Fi, and the satellite on the top. It's even got an LED light here, which is probably brighter than around the lounge, to be fair. You've got more storage. You can put things anywhere in this thing, absolutely anywhere. You do have to spec these up, but they ain't half worth it. Number 3, the kitchen. You've got a 142 litre fridge freezer, which is a good size for a big tour. I really like this bit. And if you look closely at that bit, it looks a little bit like the bit on the outside with the Hymer label. Come with me, I'll show you. Come on, come on. So remember what that looked like? And now look at this. A little bit like that. You got to give me that. It looks a little bit like the Hymer label. So if you're around the Alps on a hot sunny day, down to Spain, or even sunny Burton-on-Trent like I am today, you have your outdoor shower point that means that you can stay cool at all stages. Now, do be careful when you take it off because you can get a little bit wet. Let me know what you think of this Hymer T704. This particular example, you're going to be looking in the region of mid-60s, maybe a touch more. That can buy you a roller team Pegaso. That can also buy you an Itineo, but the bloody ugly. This is very sleek. Both of those examples are A-classes. Both feel like you're driving a bus. This is proper motorhoming. Let me know your thoughts, like, subscribe, do what you want. I need to find a home for this. See you later.